I just have to start the live broadcast. Hey everybody, welcome back to another class on Verbling.com with teacher Abby. It's just me and the cat today.
Where?
Well, it's my cat.
So cute.
Wow.
It's not a cat.
Not a cat?
Real cat.
It's not real.
It's not a cat. It's not a cat.
It's fake.
But doesn't it look real?
It's art, I think.
This is my demonstration of art today, the cat.
Ah, wow.
So my mom has this cat downstairs, and she put it on the table. And I came downstairs and I went, ah! With the cat. Because I thought it was real. But it's not. She got it from some weird store to play a joke on her friend. So I said, well, I'm going to play a joke on my students first. Carolina, good to see you again. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine. And you, Abby?
I am doing wonderful. I'm very good today. I have lots of energy because I didn't do my exercise this morning.
Oh.
So I'm feeling great. What about you, Mateo?
Hi. Good
Hey.
morning.
Good morning. Nice glasses.
Nice?
Glasses.
Ah, okay. I have two glasses, red and black.
I noticed. I like them.
When I happy, put the red.
Oh. Now we know your mood.
Black. Sorry. I'm serious today. I'm serious.
Well, that's
okay?
then get out.
Buzz off.
Buzz off, yeah. Mustafa,
Hello, teacher.
how are you?
I am fine, and you?
I'm doing very well. Thanks for asking. Do you like my cat?
No, it's not real.
I think I'm going to teach the lesson with the cat on my lap. Do you think it's a bit distracting?
I don't like the cat.
I'm going to stand up and teach with the cat on my head.
No.
I also don't like the cat. I hate the cat, in fact. But I find it amusing. Because I think it's real.
Yeah.
Ah, it's a embalm.
Yeah, I think so. Vitali, welcome to the class again. Good to see you.
Okay, thanks.
Vitali, can you remind me where you're from?
I am from Moscow, Russia.
From Moscow. I'm learning a little bit of Russian. All I know is Здравствуй.
Oh,
Is it correct?
Yes, good pronunciation.
Really?
Здравствуй. Yes.
Thank you very much. My grandfather taught me how to say that yesterday. Здравствуй, and oh, he just heard me say that.
Вчера.
Oh, he's teaching me more Russian, but it's just too fast. It's too fast. And the other one was хорошо? Is that right?
Хорошо.
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 So I'm learning Vitali. It's going to take
Oh.
me a long time.
Oh, you have good pronunciation.
Thank you.
Especially in здравствуй. It's
Oh,
very
really?
Yes, it's a very difficult word.
It must be in my blood. All right. Well, it is Friday, which is my favorite day of the week. I don't really know why. Maybe because there's always something happening, but I want to hear what your plans for the weekend are. So let's go ahead and start with Ismael. Tell us about your plans for the weekend and welcome to the class.
Thank you, Abby.
Hello.
How are you?
I am fantastic,
Yes.
except for I
Nice
got a
glasses.
bruise on my arm. I got a bruise. Do you see it?
Yes.
Another.
Another bruise. Ah, it's killing me.
What are you doing in your home? Rocky.
Karate girl.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. You posted your school karate. Bruce Lee.
Well, yesterday I got beat up big time. Big time.
Okay.
Ouch. And my neck.
Abby,
I
did
must
you change your glasses?
Did I what?
Did you change your glasses?
No. No, they're the same.
Oh, okay.
So Ismail, tell me about your plans for the weekend.
I am going to join in Verbling classes. I am
That's
going
it.
to sit at home and rest a while.
Sit at home and rest and join Verbling classes.
Yes.
That's a great weekend. I'm impressed. Mateo, what's your weekend look like?
Oh, I will going in Austria on the near lake with my friend barbecue.
With Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes, you remember.
With
You,
Arnold.
no, I don't know. I'm a small man.
What is the connection between Arnold and Austria?
In
Abby?
Austria? Isn't
No,
that
I live.
He was born
I
in
live-
Austria.
Australia?
No, Austria, Europe.
Oh, okay.
Vienna.
What about you, Mustafa? What are your plans for the weekend?
I am planning to attend more classes on Verbling,
Okay.
maybe with another teacher.
Oh,
Don't cry, please.
I understand. I knew you would get sick of me eventually. I knew
No,
it.
no, no. I admit your classes. To be honest with you, I attend only your class until
Don't-
now.
So whose classes will you attend?
Until now, just you. I am trying to think about.
Oh, okay. Well, I have to say all the teachers on Verbling are pretty good.
I don't know, but I admit your classes.
And Vitaly, what are your plans for the weekend?
I plan to visit canoeing championate in Moscow.
A what? Sorry, a champion what?
Boating, canoeing. Canoe.
Canoeing.
Boat.
Canoeing.
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 Wow.
Yes.
That
Canoeing.
sounds interesting. Will you be canoeing or just watching?
I'm just watching.
Do you know what we call that when people like? Is it a team that does it? A team or just one person?
I don't know. Or it's that's my first visiting this championate. I don't
Okay.
know. One or a command.
We call it. Maybe I spelt it wrong. I'm not familiar with this term. Sculling. When it's a team of people and they're all like in a canoe and they're racing across the water, that's called sculling.
Okay, thanks.
Cool. Take a picture of Italy. Andrei, здравствуй.
Wow. Привет, Abby.
I'm not going to shut up. I will say that every time now.
Здравствуй is more like formal. You need to learn привет. It's more.
Привет.
Yeah, it's more informal way to say hi. Yeah.
Okay.
But you do it okay, good too.
Thank you for coming, Andrei. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Ali, what are your plans for the weekend?
I don't know. I don't have any plan yet. Maybe I spent my time with my cousin. He lives in Germany and he came here for just a few days ago. I think we go to the somewhere, spend time with him, maybe.
Cool. That sounds like a nice way to spend your weekend with family.
Yeah.
Very nice. And what about you, Andre? What's your plan for the weekends?
Do you have classes?
I do tomorrow, yeah.
So-
Yes, I have to be come back home at this time tomorrow.
Actually, I still don't have plans now, so I need to do a planning work.
hmm
Oh, I will improvise all my weekend.
Well, sometimes those are good weekends when you improvise. You do something you weren't expecting. Maybe go for a hike. Go hiking, or is there any movies at the cinema you'd like to see?
I think there is Ninja Turtles movie.
Really?
I want
Really?
to go. Yeah, I want to go.
Well, I can't come to that one. Sorry.
Why?
I don't think I would like it.
I think I was actually when I was younger, I was a fan of Ninja Turtles. So I think it would be interesting to see now the modern version of it. Yeah.
Right. Well, that's true. It actually might be good. If you watched it when you were a kid, I totally understand that you'd want to see it.
Yeah.
Carolina, what do you have planned for the weekend? I bet it's funner than all of us.
I don't have plans yet, but maybe stay at home with my husband, take a walk, taking more online English classes too. I am thinking about.
And you, David?
Well, I'm on vacation, so I'm in a permanent weekend. But I start to work again next Monday,
Right.
so it's my last weekend. But my knee is injured, so probably I will enjoy in my sofa all the weekend. Because yesterday I injured again my knee in my birthday party.
David!
We were on fire.
You sound like me. You don't know when to quit.
Yes, yes. In fact, this morning, yesterday, my birthday party was with my workmates, and this morning, everybody was sending me WhatsApp messages to my mobile. Oh, you're a son of a bitch. We want to go to bed early. So I couldn't sleep enough.
Oh my goodness. Well, that sounds
Yes.
great.
Yes,
Any-
I was evil yesterday.
What's
Right.
your plan, Abby?
My plan?
Yeah.
You beat Andre to it.
I don't know.
I do know. Are you kidding? I live for the weekend. Guess what I'm doing tonight?
Hands party.
Ah, you got it!
It seems you have every Friday is your day.
That's right. I do.
And no one can stop you.
No boys allowed. Do you hear me? Stay away. No, I am. Me and my friend Christine, Ria, and Cassandra. We are going to the beach after I finish teaching today. And then after the beach, we are going back to Cassandra's house and we are having a girls' night. We're going to do a barbecue.
Oh, that sounds dangerous.
I can barbecue. I'm Canadian, okay? Canadian girls and fire mix very well. We can handle it.
I asked about the weekend, tomorrow or Sunday.
Oh, the weekend starts tonight.
Yeah, maybe the rest of the weekend you will have a big hangover.
No, not me.
Okay.
I'm strong like ox.
Okay.
I say it every time. Before the party.
And Saturday, There is live music in the evening, so I think I might go to that. And then on Sunday, I'm going kayaking.
Wow.
Wow, beautiful.
Kayaking.
All women in the kayak?
Just one person in the kayak. That's me.
One person. Sorry.
Don't let your imagination run wild, Mateo.
No, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. I don't know kayak. I never been in Canada.
No, I think that there's a one-person or a two-person kayak.
Oh, okay.
So it depends who comes with me. But if I go alone, it'll just be me and the kayak.
Okay.
What is a kayak, Abby?
A kayak is kind of like a canoe, a boat, except for your paddle is long and attached, and it has the paddles at both ends, and you hold it like this, and you move it like this. And it's just your waist. The boat only comes up to your waist, and everything else is open.
There is no alligator there.
Alligators.
In Canada.
Or shark.
Just giant salmon.
Bears.
What was the name?
There are some men alligator.
You guys are crazy. There's no alligators.
Abby,
You have grizzlies.
what was the name monster in your lake?
Ogopogo.
Ogopogo.
Ogopogo Mapogo.
Be careful.
I'm not going to that lake. I'll show you the lake that I'm going to. It's absolutely beautiful.
Ontario Lake?
Not a river. It's not a river. It's a lake, and it's called Kalamalka Lake. And I'll show you a picture right now. It's my favorite lake in, well, where I live. Because the water is a very beautiful color, as you can see. And it's got it has weird patterns on the water, so it makes it, it's very interesting, actually. There's particles in the water, and there's different shades like that.
Yes,
Like,
monster make
Beautiful.
the patterns, I think. On the
Is there any fish living in the lake, Abby?
yes, there's lots of fish in the lake.
There is a lot of fish in the sea.
Crayfish?
Pardon?
Crayfish?
Crayfish. No crayfish.
Okay.
I don't think so. I don't think there's any crayfish.
Kalamalka.
Teacher, be careful, teacher.
Why?
I don't know.
If you fell in the water, Mustafa, I could save you.
Oh, okay. You can swimming.
I'm a good swimmer.
Okay.
Maybe not after a glass of wine, but
I want to drown. If I see I am going to drown, Abby.
don't drown. Don't drown. That's not a good idea. So today we're talking about artwork. I've shared my cat. That was my artwork for today. The cat. Andre missed it. This is the artwork for today.
Wow.
But always sleep, this cat.
Yeah.
I want to know. I don't sleep with the cat. No, I don't.
But you feed him very well.
Sleeping cat.
Yes.
What is the name?
I don't know. It's just a random cat.
Do you sedate this cat, Abby?
Random.
Random cat. We'll call him Random.
His name is Random Cat.
Random. Okay, so I want to know what kind of artwork you like. Is it paintings, sculptures, taxidermy, like stuffed animals? Tell me what kind of artwork you like, Carolina.
I like sculptures.
Sculptures? What kind of sculptures?
I like sculptures that are more real as possible.
Ah, okay. Realistic sculptures.
Yeah.
Excellent. Do you like them when they're made out of wood, stone, marble?
Mm, uh, I don't. It doesn't matter, but I think the sculptures made by wood or
Okay.
stone are more beautiful.
Mhm. Very nice. Thanks for sharing. What about you, David? What kind of sculptures do you like?
Oh, well, I've been in Italy
Mhm.
when I was a teenager, so I like classic sculptures. But talking about art, I prefer photography.
Very good. So would you put like certain photography on your wall as decoration?
My wall,
Would you put photography up on your wall to decorate?
I have in my wall this picture, the picture that I shared at the beginning of the class, uh, is in my living room.
The picture that you shared at the beginning of this class?
Yes, I shared.
I didn't see a picture.
Oh, let me find it again.
Screen
Uh,
share it for us.
yes, I'm going to open it. Screen share, screen share. It's a little bit slow.
That's okay. When it's ready, we're going to come back to you, okay?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready. Or not. Yeah, there it is.
We can't see anything, David.
Can you see? Can you see them?
No, we can't see it.
Okay, I'm going to share the link
Okay,
in the chat
good idea.
box.
Ismael, what kind of artwork do you like?
Maybe actually art is not my strong suit. I try to interest in art, but actually I don't know too much about art. I sometimes visit a painting museum. Is it correct?
Yes, absolutely. Painting museums or art galleries? Art galleries?
Not art gallery. It is a state museum in which there are some works of Turkish and Ottoman painters.
Mm.
I don't like surrealist or how can I say? I like a little abstract paintings,
Okay.
nature paintings, because I don't understand anything from abstract in abstract art or surrealist. How can I say? I don't know, Abby.
We would say abject or surreal, maybe cubism. Cubism?
Yes, cubism and surrealism. I tried to look at, but I couldn't find anything to create from these paintings.
Okay.
It doesn't mean anything for me.
I get it. So for you, it's more just if you think it's beautiful or not.
Actually, when I look at a nature picture, I like it and I understand something, but if I look at a picture which is surrealist or not, how can I say? I couldn't understand anything.
That's okay. I know what you mean. I know what you mean, Ismail. Okay, that you like to see.
Abstract things.
Okay, very good. Thank you, David. I'm sharing your screen for you with the artwork. So, thank you for sharing your picture with us.
Thank you.
Very beautiful. Very beautiful photo. Let's see if Vitaly can tell us, what do you see in one of David's favorite pieces?
Are you asking me?
No, I'm asking Vitaly. Vitaly, are you there?
I'm here. Excuse
Tell
me.
me about David's paint or picture. What do you like about it?
I know this picture. This is the snow, or that's all. Photographer, the famous, and know that this picture was taken in Paris, and this French young couple, and I know that it's a classic photo in 20th century, and I like this picture.
It is. It's beautiful, David. Thank you for sharing that with us.
And what about my preferring in art? Can I explain?
Of course, yeah. Tell us about it.
I agree with Ali. I like art. I like visiting art galleries, and I like art of 19th century and in earliest 20th century. And and I don't understand Cubism, no, all modern art, Cubism, Surrealism, and so on. When I don't understand what it is imagined in a picture, I don't understand this this art, and I like to see a normal human, not some abstract points, the lines, and
okay, so you like more of a realistic depiction of people or nature.
Yes.
Very nice. Thank you for sharing that with us, Vitaly. Very nice. What about you, Mustafa? What's your favorite kind of art?
Actually, teacher, I am not too much familiar with the art, but I prefer some picture like the picture you showed me on your room, like you paint the Cleopatra. I like this type of art. Actually, I don't like to paint it or draw it, but I like to watch it and see if I like it or not. And I have also this is picture I write in the chat link of Cowboy Man. Also, I have this picture in my room.
Oh my goodness! I don't know. Do we call this artwork?
This is a picture of Cowboy Man.
Oh,
this is what I yes.
Very American of you.
Brad Kit.
This is a Cowboy Man.
Mustafa, I think we need to help you out with your choices in artwork.
Yeah, teacher, I am not too familiar about this. I'll be glad to know about more.
You know what I like is Canadian Inuit art, which I actually don't have any. It's quite expensive to purchase. I don't have any, but my aunt and her husband, my aunt and uncle, I should say, they collect it. So Inuit art, if you guys are interested in seeing some traditional Canadian art, check out Inuit art. It's quite interesting.
Indian, Inuit.
Inuit.
What type of art is teacher?
Native Indian art.
Native Indian.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Canadian.
Ah, Canadian. I remember some watch some movie Inuit Indian town.
Okay, it's not Indian like Eastern India. It's Indian like native Canadian.
Okay, native Canadian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. Anybody else want to tell me about artwork that they like that hasn't shared?
But this topic for me, I not have interest. But I remember when I was a kid, I like a paint, and in my in home my parents, maybe I had my picture. I paint when I was 12, 13 year old. And I have this picture, oil paint.
Very nice. So you remember that painting?
Yes,
But the picture, I don't know. I remember copy the calendar with the artists, but I don't know. If in the next future,
patchwork.
if I famous person, maybe this picture could I value money.
After you died, maybe.
When I died.
Oh my goodness. Maybe it'll be worth something.
Okay.
I liked painting maybe in the past when I was studying at university. I had many friends. They were studying painting class. Some of them were my homemate. They were painting all day, and they were painting many paint, and we were talking about the paint or painting. But nowadays, I don't have time for this kind of things.
Wow, that's interesting. I think we learned something new about you, Ali.
Yes.
Lovely. Thanks for sharing.
You will learn many things about me in time.
Okay. Beautiful. Let's go on. Andrew, can you read the first part for us? The title of our article is Art Galleries Waste of Time for Kids, says artist from yesterday. Do you want to go ahead and read that first highlighted part, Andre?
Yeah, sure. One of Britain's more thought-provoking artists has said taking children to art galleries is a total waste of time. Jake Chapman made his controversial comment in an interview with the Independent newspaper.
Excellent. Very good. So first things first, Carolina, what do you think about Jake Chapman's comment that the art gallery is a total waste of time for children?
I didn't hear you. Hello?
What do you think about Jake Chapman's comment that the art galleries are a waste of time for children? What's your opinion?
I think that is depends on the kind of art that children would see. Depends on the theme, the material that is used to. I agree with him partly, but not all.
Okay, thank you for your opinion. Anyone else want to share their opinion?
Yes, Abby.
Tell me.
I disagree with this artist because I think it's a good habit and it's a good example for our children to visit art gallery and to try to gain some habit about love of the art and art museum for children. Maybe children cannot understand anything, but many times the mature people couldn't understand many things because it depends on the paintings a little. But I think it is important to create an example life way for children to visit museum and art galleries.
Thank
Do
you
you
very
hear?
much. I do, yeah. That's a great opinion.
Yes, I disagree with him.
Uh-oh.
Maybe not Ismail, an artist.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's true. Children don't understand art too much, but it could be useful for them, a kind of socializing, something like that. I think it's not waste time. Maybe it's better to children stay at home and play internet game, something like that.
I think that we need to introduce any kind of artwork to children, whether it's paintings or sculptures, because the children will know in further life what will important for them, what will they choose to, I mean, as what will they choose maybe to like, or I don't know, what will they into.
Yeah, I agree. I think that it's important for children to be exposed to as many things as possible. Let's continue our reading. Mustafa, can you read the next highlighted part?
Okay, teacher. Sorry, teacher, but I have a comment about last.
Okay, go
section.
ahead.
Teacher, maybe he was meaning the child between maybe the small child between 5 maybe and 6 years old, something like this, 5 and 6 and 7.
I guess, yeah, it doesn't specify, but I think what he's talking about is like elementary school. So yeah, you're looking at ages between 6 and 12, probably.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, all right. I read
Thank
now.
you.
He also made other comment that might anger parent, child development expert, and children. He accused parent of being arrogant for thinking children could understand modern art. He said to show a child a painting by the American artist Jackson Pollock is an insult to the artist.
Okay. So let's finish it, actually. Let's finish it right to the end. Mateo, will you read the rest of the paragraph?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Pollock pioneered the style of art known as abstract expressionism. Chapman explained that it's like telling the artist his work is as moronic as a child. He added, children are not human yet.
Okay. So, interesting ideas here. Let's get the opinion of David. David, what do you think about his comments about children attending art schools being an insult to the artist? What do you think of all these comments that he's making?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine. Yeah, David, go ahead.
Okay. I mean, do you fear the truth? Do you want the truth? My real opinion on
Oh
this.
no, David, we can't hear you. It sounds like your
I'm
connection
going,
is.
I'm going to be very unpolite.
We can't hear you, David.
Hello.
Sorry. I think
Hello.
stop your screen share. Stop your screen share, and then I think it should be okay. But I'll just mute you until you can. Ali, go ahead and tell me your opinion, Ali. What do you think? Do you think that his... Oh, no, we just had Ali, sorry. Let's go over to Vitali. Tell us. What do you think about the fact that he says that showing a child an artwork is an insult to the artist?
Oh. I think that yes, I agree with him because I think modern art is so insulting, and it's better to learn the modern art in 15, in 19, not in early childhood. I think children not understand this art.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Okay. Thank you for sharing. Anybody else? Let's go down to our next paragraph. And
Sorry, teacher, what about the last paragraph? As morning, what does this mean?
moronic.
Moronic, yes.
Moronic is like idiotic, stupid.
Stupid.
Oh, it's a bad man, Chapman.
Yeah, he's a bad man.
Bad.
What problem he has with children? I don't know.
I think he dislikes children more than I do.
Maybe he want to make a fuss. Maybe his name. Some people hear his name, something like that.
I think his comments are ridiculous, to be honest with you, especially when he says children are not human yet. I think children are the best parts of being human, but that's okay. That's his opinion.
Why he said show some arts to children, insult to artists? What relation about that?
He had a bad day.
If you play some classical music, maybe Mozart, Beethoven, near your child or children, it means you insult Mozart or Beethoven? I don't know.
Everybody here has their own interpretation of the art, so we can't say that we insult someone by just showing them.
And if they feel, I totally agree, Andrew, and if they feel insulted, then they shouldn't share their artwork.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you're going to have all sorts of people looking at it, especially, right, with children. And I think a child's interpretation of artwork is like, it comes from a totally innocent perspective. So sometimes they might see things that adults are incapable of seeing.
Yeah, some children are very smart, like genius. They say something about life or about art. You can't imagine that sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Carolina, can you read the next part for us, the next highlighted part of the article?
Okay. Chapman's comments have created a stir in the art world. Award-winning artist Anthony Gormley said, "I don't think art is to be understood, it's to be experienced. It is to be felt. Feeling comes before understanding."
Very nice. Thank you. And Ismael, would you like to read the next part for us?
A spokesman from London's National Gallery said Children benefit a great deal from visiting art galleries and museums. It widens their horizons. BBC Arts editor Will Gompert suggested Chapman's comments were designed to manipulate the media to get more attention.
Very good. And finish it off for us. Who has not read?
Me?
Ali, please finish it.
Yes, okay. He said the formula is simple. When you have an exhibition to promote, say something mildly inflammatory to the press, and watch the column inch, and ticket sales soar.
Okay, very good. So what is an accusation made here about the reasons that Chapman said those things? Mateo, what did he say? What's the reason for his comments that were so brutal?
This part is
Tricky?
tricky.
Okay, let's...
Because
Andre?
Go ahead, Andre.
No, I just wrote that it was just a PR, yeah, public relationship. He was just he just wanted to promote his maybe exhibition or his art. I'm not sure.
Yeah, exactly. There's an expression, we have several expressions. Bad publicity is good publicity, or any publicity is good, right? Just drawing attention to
advertisement.
Advertising, exactly. Creating emotions or a stir about a topic, which naturally makes humans go, oh, I want to see that. What kind of artwork are children unable to interpret? Or I'd like to see it, right? What do you think about Anthony Gormley's comments, Mustafa?
Maybe designed to manipulate the media to get more attention. Maybe he's doing some news for himself or something like this to pay some attention.
Very good.
Abby. When here write mildly inflammatory.
Mildly
inflammatory. Inflammatory is a fire.
No, inflammatory is when something gets heated. It could be a fire, or it could be like, if, for example, if I take my hand and I hit it with something, it might swell. It might get bigger, and that's inflaming. So you might you would take an anti-inflammatory to make the swelling go down. So the inflammatory is like the reaction to his comments. People going, how dare you say that about children, or getting angry. That would be the inflammatory part of the situation. Mildly inflammatory? Yeah, like David's knee. It's probably mildly inflamed. It's probably a little bit swollen and uncomfortable.
Okay.
And,
news word for me.
Again?
Okay.
I agree with Gormley, the name.
Gormley?
Yeah, he says art is about feeling mostly. It's not about understanding. I think he is right. If you look many of artists, they just feel different to another people. That's why they create something good or something beautiful. They just show their feeling on the paint or with sculpture, something like that, with music or poem, something like that.
Absolutely. Good answer, Ali. And isn't it true that if you were able to create something that provoked an emotion in another person, that would be satisfying enough? I mean, for me it would be. I wouldn't need somebody to interpret or understand exactly what I thought when I painted it. But if they had an emotional response, I think that would be enough. Any additional questions or comments about that one? Let's look at some of our discussion questions to finish us off. If you could ask this man, Jake Chapman, a question, any question, what would you ask him? If you could sit down with him and say, I got a question for you regarding his comments toward children, what would you ask him? Anybody?
What's going on in your brain?
Do you hate children?
At what age children can visit a museum, maybe?
Very nice.
What did you drink?
I won't be so polite.
Sorry, David?
I won't be so polite.
No, you'd have words for him.
Are you a stupid asshole?
But it's normal for the artist. Usually the artist it's a strange person.
I think you are right, and there's part of their personality, but they should be more humble, because okay, they are creating emotions, but when you go to a museum, for example, you see a picture or a sculpture, and your life is not changing. They are not changing. For example, I have to deal with fashion designers because I work in a company with one of our customers is a fashion company, and when I go to IT department, fashion designers called all engineers the orcs. So they think they are better than engineers, and they are only fashion designers. On the other hand, this company is working because there are a lot of engineers supporting all their job.
Right.
And making a worldwide company.
Mm-hmm. No, for sure, good point. Very good point. It's true that sometimes people, I had a discussion about this with a student that I have from Argentina last night, and we were discussing the same article. And he had an interesting point of view as well. He said something very similar. Sometimes an artist has maybe an elevated, this is not true for artists in general. This is true for anybody in any field. But some people get an elevated opinion of themselves, and it might affect how they respond socially to certain situations. However, that can happen with artists, musicians, right? I like Mustafa's question. How many children do you have? How many children do you have, and are they allowed to look at your artwork?
I think I know what's going on in the mind of that man.
Tell us.
I think he has problems with critics. He doesn't like when people criticize him, and he just trying to be. He looks down to people, and that way he's trying to solve his problems, I guess, psychological problems.
Hmm?
Do you think so?
Interesting point of view, for sure. I never really thought of it like that. He doesn't like to be criticized. I don't understand.
He mentioned children, but I think he has problem with everyone who criticizes his artwork.
Maybe anyone who's not educated to understand certain, maybe they don't study art, they just are simple observers, right? He gets annoyed. Yeah. Well, I'm going to go look at his artwork, and I'm going to say, ew! And see what he says. Okay, well, you guys did an awesome job in today's class. Really good work with the reading, the discussion about artwork. It was nice to see all of you. I have to go and start my next lesson in just a couple minutes. Are there any questions or comments before we close?
Teacher, I want to tell you something.
Tell me.
You always at the end of the class of maybe or maybe at the start, I didn't notice that, but you always touch your glasses by your hand. Yeah, or catch them.
Thank you for pointing out my quirk.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because I never wear them, so they feel very uncomfortable.
Oh yes, maybe that's the reason.
Does it annoy you? I think I better
No.
stand up and start touching my glasses just
No,
to
teacher.
I know exactly what makes you tick now, Mustafa. You better be careful.
Do whatever you like.
Cool. Well, it was good to see you guys. Thanks for coming.